Also in charge of this year's National League final. He becomes the third Cork man to take charge of an All-Ireland hurling final. So the final underway, up towards Liam Fennelly. Whipped out in a pile-up of bodies as the players were going for that one. A couple of players looking to be dazed as it's played up towards Pat's Fox corner. There with Liam Simpson. Two players still lying on the ground, I can tell you, away from the action, as Declan Carr nips in here. High challenge from Eddie O'Connor. Michael Cleary's shot is blocked down by Pat Dwyer. Will scramble to get this ball free. Tips still on the attack. Michael Cleary against John Henderson. Stopped somehow by Pat Dwyer. And finally it's gone out over the end line and it's gone wide. So it's going to be a puck out, and Michael Welch will take it. Aidan Ryan runs into Christy Heffernan. Meanwhile, Bobby Ryan has a shot blocked down by John Power. Power against Leahy. Michael Phelan, part of the Glenmore contingent, tried to touch it on there towards Eamon Morrissey. Fennelly trying to get right involved in the action early in the match. Kilkenny looking like they mean business early on. Now DJ Carey, he's got great pace. Turns it high, but he's put it wide. Colin Bonner, I think, will be aware early on about the pace of this young player. He really is one of the speed merchants of hurling, and if you give him a yard, well, he'll steal a couple of dozen more. Declan Carr against Eddie O'Connor. And he's anxious to make an early impression as well, but we still await the opening score of the game. So 2 wides for Tipperary, 1 for Kilkenny. Christy Heffernan coming out towards this one, but in the end gets in Richie Power's way. Michael Phelan now, without the stick, belting it forward towards Eamon Morrissey, and Fennelly showing very clever stick work on the ground. Morrissey trying to line himself up for a shot. It's stopped by Paul Delaney. Comes out to the recovered Conal Bonner towards Aidan Ryan. Driven defiantly downfield towards Declan Ryan. Touched on towards Pat Fox. Beaten further over by Liam Simpson. Michael Cleary going across to put in a challenge. It reaches Fox. Very near the sideline. Eddie O'Connor going back, doing well, getting goal side, and Simpson unable to keep the ball in play. It's going to be a sideline ball, and the pressure will be on the Kilkenny backs. John Leahy is having such a marvellous season, seen by many people as the complete player, and what's turning out to be his best season so far. Whipped in, stopped by Pat Dwyer. Driven out towards John Power, right half forward, stopped by Conal Bonner. The half-backs from Tipperary trying to get on top of their task early on, but it's Christy Heffernan who's breaking through. Well beating Bobby Ryan, hand passing it outside when he could have gone for a point himself, and the referee says that he can't. Too many steps, I think, or perhaps he caught the ball twice.
Yeah, you see here Christy races inside, catches the ball once, goes on again then, and I think he's not sure whether to go on with the ball or take a shot, and he catches the ball here again, and that's a free out, second offence.
Pat Fox, Pat Dwyer comes out. John Leahy, that's the opening point of the match. John Leahy, the man of the moment, and at the canal end, the Tipperary fans salute the opening score of the game, which has taken 5.5 minutes to produce. Declan Ryan, and a 4 sideline ball. It's out by Richie Power, down towards the inside forward line, and knows he gets there first against Liam Fennelly. We've seen Fennelly win a couple of balls, and he got out very fast that time, and the referee for the foul there on Pat Fox by Liam Simpson awards the free into Tipperary, and they can go 2 points ahead here. Michael Cleary, who scored 8 points against Cork in the drawn match, won 7 in the replay and won 9 against Galway, lines up Tipperary's second scoring chance. So Tip leading by 2 points to 0 in that last match of the 1-9 of his tally against Galway. 6 were from frees and 2 were from 65s.
And this is just what Tipper are good at all the year. Pat Fox great at the broken play, snaps the ball into his hand, and a loose swing by Liam Simpson gives away a silly free, and an easy point for Tipperary.
Richie Power battling there with Aidan Ryan. Got a touch onto it up towards Nicky English, and the referee saw the drop down by Bill Hennessy on Nicky English. Referee very sharp. He makes it look very easy, quite routine. And Tip now go into a 3-point lead when it seemed that Kilkenny were getting the early breaks.
This is it. Kilkenny just can't afford to give away frees in that situation. Michael Cleary has been slotting them over all the year, and they're simple frees, and Kilkenny back then have got to get the grips with Tipperary forward and get out to the ball fast and knock it away without giving away frees.
Aidan Ryan, Conal Bonner just went in expecting the breaking ball to come his way. It's going to be a free in. Eamon Morrissey, the player I'm sure they're going to be looking to this afternoon, who very much was their star against Antrim. What's the position of Conal Bonner after he pushed John Parr that time? Took up a good position. Free was for the second defence, pushed by Michael Ryan. DJ Carey looking for Kilkenny's first score of the afternoon. So Kilkenny are off the mark after 10 minutes. The expectations were for a tight contest here this afternoon, and that's what it looks like we're about to get. Richie Power against John Lahey, touch back in towards Liam Welsh, and by Aidan Ryan towards Nicky English, stopped by Bill Hennessy. Hennessy has the distinction of keeping Nicky English scoreless in 2 league matches in recent years. Pass towards Michael Cleary, runs in, Cormac Bonner tried to break that ball forward, still Cormac Bonner, English coming in as well, stopped in the end, and it's taken away out of danger by Liam Simpson. Great cornerback play up towards Liam McCarthy, runs inside. Noshi trying to get in goal side here against Liam Fennelly. Fennelly causing problems, and he's put it over the bar. There's just a point in it. Got the second point from play in the match. Kilkenny's first from play, 3 points to 2.
This resulted from great clearance by Liam Simpson when Kilkenny were under pressure and they cleared the long ball. Noel Sheik out of here, tripped accidentally, I think, in fairness by Liam Fennelly, who snaps up quickly and scores a great point.
Lahey has made a marvellous catch, raiding on that left-hand side. Chopped down by Hennessy. Ball inside still, goal chance presented, comes out to Liam Walsh and whipped away out of the danger area. A real moment of danger there for the Kilkenny defence. Lahey the instigator, Carr to keep the pressure on that defence. It's taken with some difficulty by Liam Welsh. Out of the middle towards Christy Heffernan, being marked the whole time by Bobby Ryan. Michael Phelan up towards Liam Fennelly, trying to break it down for the incoming John Parr. Noel Sheehy again, standing his ground at full-back to Christy Heffernan. Tapped nicely forward towards Eamon Morrissey, who had made a good diagonal run from right to left to turn and to put it over the bar and to put the sides level. Excellent positioning taken up by Eamon Morrissey to put the sides level. He made a good run across. That was a fine ball inside that time.
Good ball again by Christy Heffernan here. Spots Eamon Morrissey running across the opposite corner from where he's playing, and this is very good corner forward play. Turns and snaps up an excellent score.
Great catch from the man you talked about. Brilliantly down. Bobby Ryan now trying to get it back goal side. He's fouled him. The referee is signalling for a free in, and Kilkenny can take the lead for the first time in the game from the 3, which will be taken by DJ Carey. But what a piece of fielding that was by an informed Christy Heffernan. By his own admission, he hasn't been having a good season. But this is the time to produce the form he can produce.
Well, Christy certainly hasn't been playing well, but he looks all fired up today to have a big game. That's a magnificent catch with Hurley's flying everywhere and wins an excellent free and a great chance for Kilkenny to go ahead.
DJ's put them in front. 2 points now for DJ Carey from the Young Ireland's club, which is in Gowran. Up towards Nicky English. We haven't seen much of Nicky English. We've seen very little of Cormac Bonner so far. Bill Hennessy, to the delight of the Kilkenny fans. The long clearance. Colin Bonner under pressure from DJ Carey. Carey raiding inside on his favourite left-hand side, and he's put over the bar for another point. 3 points in the match now for DJ Carey. That's the first from play, and Kilkenny now lead by 2.
Well, again, broken play across the feet here. And DJ Carey, one thing he's got tremendous pace, and he races away from Colin Bonner there very well and strikes a lovely point off his left hand. One thing about him, he can score right or hand, and he's very, very accurate.
Another mighty puck out by Ken Hogan, dropping into the heart of the Kilkenny half-back line. Eddie O'Connor racing across against Pat Fox. He did well, lovely stick work, good wrist action and timing as well to dispossess the sharpshooter from Tipperary. Michael Cleary, known as Skippy to his friends. Cross towards John Lahey, brilliantly stopped again by Liam Welsh. Well, this was a feature of their game against Antrim. The Kilkenny backs really do know how to mark tightly as Bobby Ryan avails of the chance and puts it over the bar to cut back the leeway, and there's just a solitary point now separating the teams. 16 minutes in to the first half.
Well, here Declan Ryan is under pressure, and he spots Bobby Ryan loose. Christy Heffernan is playing very, very deep, and he's leaving a lot of room for Bobby Ryan, and he wouldn't want to give him that kind of space. A very good score for Tipperary, but...
Oh! Ken Hogan just watching there as Noel Sheehy and Liam Fennelly get involved in a tangle, and the referee is going to call Noel Sheehy across here and lay down the law that you can't do that. He was obviously very angry about something that happened just immediately before that. This is what happened, Jimmy.
Yeah, Liam Fennelly just jumps over the ball, and Noel Sheehy runs in quite stupidly and manhandles him up against the barrier, and it's totally uncalled for. Again, Liam Fennelly was quite entitled to go after a loose ball, and Ken Hogan left it run wide. Referee books him quite rightly.
There's been a lot of sun around lately. Conor Bonner. Richie Power whipping it in again towards Liam Fennelly. Liam McCarthy taking it up delightfully, turning, striking and pulling it over the bar for his first point of the match. And now the entire Kilkenny full forward line has scored from play. A very good return indeed, causing their problems against the Tipperary backs.
Kilkenny are certainly fired up for this game. Great pick up here again by Liam McCarthy. He scores an excellent point under pressure, and all Kilkenny forwards are getting on the act now. They look very sharp indeed.
John Power recovered from the hand injury against three Tipperary men. One of them, Bobby Ryan, still unable to make much headway. Ferocious play in there, very, very committed, but that's what you expect, of course, in the fray of an All-Ireland final. Ollie Welsh in the background there. So Ollie watches as DJ prepares with great care to take this free. The side ahead by 2 points, 6 points to 4. Really lobbed in brilliantly. Stopped by Ken Hogan. Nice piece of goalkeeping. Under pressure. Eddie O'Connor. That was nicely judged by Ken Hogan. Meanwhile, it's Liam McCarthy, hoping to bring the cup of the same name back to Northside for the first time since 1983, when they put victories together against Cork in 82 and 83. Meanwhile, at the other end, John Henderson having a fairly easy time so far because the ball really isn't getting into Cormac Bonner. Paul Delaney. Eddie O'Connor touching it down, waiting for it, DJ Carey. Richie Power winding himself up for the shot, and he's found the range and he's put it over the bar. A really great point from the middle of the field by Richie Power of Carrickshock.
Richie Power is certainly a dominant figure in the match at centre field at the moment, and he's having an inspired spell for Kilkenny, and he's helped to put it back into a very strong position.
Michael Phelan. Christy Heffernan breaks it on towards John Power. Paul Delaney. Reading the game so well. Up towards Declan Ryan. He can really be a star in this match yet. But with this one, he's just dropped it to the left and he's put it wide, and it becomes Tipperary's fifth wide in the first half. Kilkenny with 6. So just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. The first half now dominated by Kilkenny, and John Parr coming raiding once more. Sold a dummy. Paul Delaney gets back, goal side, does well. Liam McCarthy trying to keep the pressure now up on the beleaguered Tipperary backs. Delaney again whipping it out. The scoreline reading Kilkenny 8 points, Tipperary 5. Michael Cleary against the challenge of Michael Phelan. Eddie O'Connor now off O'Connor's stick. And Jerry McGlory from Antrim, the linesman down here, signalling the line ball, which Declan Carr will take. Declan has scored 2 points from midfield in Tip's last All-Ireland appearance 2 years ago. And Declan, nor his colleagues, not too pleased with that one. A Tip line, or a Kilkenny line ball. Declan Carr now making sure he wasn't hooped by DJ Carey, sending it in towards Cormac Bonner, batted out by John Henderson. Aidan Ryan, however, reading his intentions, got onto it, hit it, and he's put it high and over the bar. His first score in the match since moving forward to left half forward. That's been a good switch, and now there's just 2 points between them. Bill Hennessy under it against Nicky English. He's done really well against English and kept him scoreless. Indeed, as we've said already, the entire Tipperary full forward line yet to score. Morrissey against Michael Ryan, having difficulty picking it up, taking the shoulder from Bobby Ryan with great confidence. Oh, that's a super point by Evan Morrissey. He beat his man. He took the shoulder that came in from Bobby Ryan perfectly fairly, stood his ground, and with unerring accuracy sent it over the bar to put 3 points between the teams. And just under 2 minutes to go to half-time. What a score this was, Jimmy.
Well, that's an inspirational score, and they're the kind of scores that can win All-Ireland. When you start getting those scores, it can demoralise the opposition, and Kilkenny will be very happy the way this first half has gone, and if they can hold a 3 or 4 point lead in at half-time, they'll be in a strong position.
Michael Welch, Conal Bonner under it, John Parr trying to prod it on there against Bobby Ryan, DJ Carey, and John Parr just getting in another's way, as it were. And in the end, it's Noel Sheehy who fires it up towards Cormac Bonner and makes a super catch with the left hand. The Viking is going forward. Bonner still to Pat Fox to look for their first score. And he has put it over the bar, has he? Yes. Pat Fox puts it over. The first point that the inside forward line has scored all came from that magnificent piece of fielding by Cormac Bonner. He laid it off superbly as he took it adroitly around his man, and Pat Fox stuck it over the bar.
This has been Tip's strength all year. Cormac Bonner, fantastic catch there, goes high up into the clouds and turns John Henderson very well, and this is why they've been so good at all the year. Spots the loose man outside, and Pat Fox is deadly from that distance, never misses. A great score.
No hint of an injury the way he caught that one. Pat Fox, heavily bandaged left knee, on to Michael Cleary, and they've got another one in the space of a minute, and we're back to just a 1 point difference. Michael Cleary's 5th point of the first half. He's the leading scorer in the match. 4 points coming from frees, 1 now from play. Michael Welch's puck out, 9 points to 8. John Parr coming back. What a game it's turning out to be. Fennelly. He's put it wide. He's put it wide. Oh, it's one of those misses that he may well rue before the 70 minutes is up. He was really in the clear. He engineered it well himself. Looks disgusted with himself, didn't he? As Declan Carr waits in midfield. Pat Fox against Liam Simpson. The foul, and it's going to be a free in. Can Tipperary go on level terms here?
Sheriff Tip go level here, you'll be wondering how they did. They've been outplayed for virtually the whole of the first half, and Kilkenny have just slackened off in the last couple of minutes and give away a free here now, and this will be a major boost to Tipperary coming back from seemingly playing poorly, and Michael Cleary knocks it over, and they're right back in this game again.
They're level, and Cleary has done it. So the referee playing some time for injuries in the first half. What a very good first half it's turned out to be. Very, very competitive. And you really couldn't say at this stage who's going to win it. They go in at half-time, level. Tipperary made the better start. 3 points, which Tipperary responded to, or Kilkenny responded to well. with Christy Heffernan really leading his side from the middle. John Power, a thorn in the Tipperary defence, and at half-time it's Kilkenny 9 points, Tipperary 9. Adrian Ronan has gone in to the top of the left position as the game restarts. So level at the start of this second half, 9 points apiece, and only 4 finals have ever been drawn in the All-Ireland series. The last was in 1959. Kilkenny was involved, playing against Waterford. So the first free of the second half to Tipperary, and Michael Cleary the taker. Leading scorer in the match so far from 65 metres out. Cormac Bonner wanting the service inside. This is Liam Simpson scooping it away. Pat Fox alive to the possibilities. Liam Simpson had a very good match in my view against Antrim once he settled to his task. And the little flicks and wrist action that you see from the Kilkenny backs in stopping a Tipperary man, very, very impressive so far. Pressure applied now, brilliantly so by Declan Ryan. Fox hand passing it outside and giving Michael Cleary a bit of work to do. Still in play, and Michael Phelan felt the effect of that, picking himself rather gingerly off the ground. The hand injury. So Kilkenny have themselves the free.
Important factor now for Kilkenny is whether Richie Power in the middle of the field and Christy Heffernan in centre forward can keep up the momentum they showed in the first half. They've been great servants, Kilkenny, but they're not getting any younger, and it's going to be asking a lot of them to keep up the way they've been playing, and it's so important for them that they do that.
A mighty free from Pat Dwyer, the centre half back, up towards Christy Heffernan, batted down by Noshi. Adrian Ronan, first chance to shine in this match. Christy Heffernan seemed to be held, and in the end it's John Lahey who'll play anywhere. Coming out of the half-back line, up towards Pat Fox. Without playing well, Tipperary find themselves on level terms, which has to be very heartbreaking for Kilkenny, who played well, dominated, but they drove over 8 wides in the first half. Tip now with 7 wides so far in the game. John Lahey in the thick of the action. Well, it's worked in several matches. One wonders whether it's going to work in the final, this tactic of bringing him back deep. Michael Ryan, Lahey again. Up towards Nicky English, beaten by Bill Hennessy. Pat Dwyer, on to Liam Welch. Striking it to the right, however.
So important now that either side who has a chance, the match is so tightly balanced that they keep the ball in play and not strike wides. Pat Fox now and Liam Walsh have struck wides there when they could well have left the ball into the forward and try and keep the ball in play and put pressure on the opposing defence.
Declan Ryan inside towards Nicky English. Fox, neat pick up, looking for the first score of the second half, and Pat Fox has restored Tipperary's lead. They made the best start to the first half, and they've made a fine start now to the second. So very delicately balanced. Christy Heffernan there against Conall Bonner. Remember his marker since midway through the first half. That was on from FENNELLY towards Adrian Ronan. Going back, however, making sure to get that one is John Lahey. Eddie O'Connor whipping it outside, but the first to react is Pat Fox. Ground hurling employed by Fox. The intentions, however, read by his marker Liam Simpson through the centre towards Christy Heffernan, being allowed a little bit of latitude by Conall Bonner. Christy in full flight to John Power. Oh, was a great shoulder, but the referee says an unfair shoulder. Colin Bonner obviously not going shoulder to shoulder, but rather shoulder into the upper chest.
Good play again by Christy Heffernan here. Takes on Conall Bonner, gets inside him, and he spots John Power loose outside him. Good hand pass out. John Power is wide open here, and it's a full frontal charge by Colin Bonner. The referee quite rightly gives a free in. DJ Carey has the chance to bring the game back within Kilkenny's reach once more, with just a point between the teams. That's 5 points now in all for DJ Carey, the leading scorer in the match. Michael Cleary, he's on 6 points. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Ken Hogan's puck out. Stopped, however, splendidly by Michael Phelan.
Up towards Liam Fennelly, lets it run on. It runs on to Paul Delaney, Tipperary. Down towards Nicky English, being marked by Bill Hennessy and marked very tightly. Declan Ryan through the centre. Eddie O'Connor responding quickly, leaving it for John Henderson to whip it away out of the danger area. Tipperary will have possession. John Henderson back in his goal line. The Henderson brothers hold 11 All-Ireland medals between them at senior level. Pat with 5, John and Ger with 3 each. And now John having the chance to get a 4th this afternoon. Meanwhile, the other John Lahey. Nicky English with a fine catch against Bill Hennessy, who was holding him out, and Nicky English engineers the free. A determined look on his face. Being marked very tightly this afternoon by Bill Hennessy. So a chance for Michael Cleary to extend Tipperary's lead once again to a 2-point lead. He's got a goal! A goal! A speculative shot by Michael Cleary. The opening goal of the match comes after 10 minutes. We were saying there's never been a Kilkenny final without a goal. Well, that was right out of the blue. I wonder, was he going for a point? Certainly the Kilkenny backs felt he was.
Well, sure, it's a disaster for Kilkenny here. I think Michael Cleary actually mishits the ball, and Kilkenny backs weren't expecting it, deflected it into the net. And in fact, I thought it was quite a harsh free on Bill Hennessy when Nicky English turned into him, and he seemed to play for the free rather than trying to get away from Bill Hennessy.
Colin Bonner now, as the Tipperary team trying to impose their will on this match and ensure victory. Declan Ryan neatly dispossessed by Liam Welch, but the body blow that is to Kilkenny. The underdogs going into the final now find themselves 4 points behind. Bobby Ryan taking it with some difficulty. He was fouled by Christy Heffernan, and it's going to be a free out. Well, that was a goal they'll talk about for some time. I think you're right. I think he did miss-hit it. I'm sure he was going for a point. It deceived everybody. It may have caught a deflection on the way in.
Yeah, I think it went off Liam Welch's hurley. What I'd be most interested in seeing again is the actual ball that Nicky English caught, and where he won the free from Bill Hennessy. I thought it was a harsh free, but I'd like to see it again.
That's superbly caught back there by the aforementioned Liam Welch. So the pressure remains on the the Kilkenny defence. But the Cats have shown themselves in the past to have 9 lives. They looked beaten and out of it against Wexford, and then DJ Carey came and got a late goal for them. They looked as though they were on the way out against Dublin, and yet they won. The same story against Antrim. They won all their matches by 2 points. John Lahey slips, misses, but it does manage to get in as far as Bill Hennessy. Richie Power lifting the siege. Up to Eamon Morrissey. Morrissey with 2 points so far in this match. Watches as Christy Heffernan gains possession. Christy's made a lot of things happen without scoring himself. He certainly has been a problem for the 2 men who've marked him so far, starting with Bobby Ryan and now Conal Bonner. Sheehy, having got a belt on the nose, back in his full-back position, watches as DJ Carey turns this chance high and over the bar. So, just a goal separating the teams. And Tipperary are taking the opportunity to introduce a sub, and it's going to be Conor Stakelum who's going to come in, scorer of 2 points against Galway, and the man going off is the full forward Cormac Bonner. Obviously not by any means 100% fit, but he lasted the first half and he's gone off in the 14th minute of the second half, so a good contribution by Bonner without being fully fit. Liam Simpson trying to keep the ball away from Pat Fox. Declan Carr trying to put in a challenge as well. Christy Heffernan beginning once again to dominate. Michael Ryan, always caught a high one once again. Liam Fennelly saying it was a perfectly fair shoulder. Liam incensed by the referee's decision to award a free out. Bobby Ryan and Liam Simpson, or Liam Fennelly. Well, Fennelly was quite angry about the original decision. Words being exchanged now. And DJ Carey telling Fennelly just to take it nice and easy. This is the challenge once again, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Michael Ryan's coming out with the ball. He has possession, and Liam Fennelly catches him full frontal again into the up by around the mouth. You can't do that. It's a free out, and no need to be arguing about that. It's a simple free and no question about it.
Declan Ryan, back to Fox, and he's turned it over. Declan Ryan making the most of the chance to put it onto Pat Fox for his 3rd point of the game. So 4 points separating the teams once more.
That's what Fox has created, watching for the play, coming back over the full forward line and snaps up those chances very well. He's had a fantastic season and he never misses those.
John Power touches it down. Bobby Ryan with Declan Ryan ready to take the pass from him. A good run forward from Bobby, having started all of that with the block down. Cross towards Pat Fox. Got to take it round Simpson, succeeding. A lovely point by Pat Fox, scorer of the last 2 points. This is a very fine spell in the match now for Tipperary, really turning the game around, beginning to impose themselves on the Kilkenny team now. And Fox, as you see, the scorer of 4 points. Eamon Morrissey. He's put it over. It's a good point by Morrissey to keep his side well in touch. Plenty of time to go. For 17 minutes gone in the second half. Michael Phelan trying to break it down in the middle of the field. Adrian Ronan operating at left half forward, up towards the aforementioned DJ Carey. Now Morrissey. He's got great strength. Bobby Ryan in under it there. Noel Sheehy likewise, and here comes Fennelly. Liam Fennelly blocked down superbly, but the referee is not one bit pleased by the challenge of Bobby Ryan, claiming that there was pulling on Liam Fennelly, and he's moved the ball into a more favourable position for the Kilkenny free taker to be straight in front of the goal. It looked a very good challenge by Bobby Ryan, I must say.
Liam Fennelly. Liam is looking for a goal. He thinks they need it at this stage, and he turns back onto his right hand, and I think that's a courageous block down by Bobby Ryan and a harsh decision on Tipperary.
It was a good challenge by Bobby Ryan, but watching it in replay, I think Michael Ryan is the one who actually was pulling his jersey. So DJ Carey, this should be an easy one for him, or will he try and do a Michael Cleary in it? He's put it over. There's a goal in it once more.
Kilkenny are certainly battling hard. They're well there with a chance there, but if they can get a goal, I think they'll need it at this stage if they're to win, because they're just finding it hard to get possession, and Tipperary look dangerous when they break down the field. But it's really building up to what could be a fantastic finish.
Ken Hogan bucking it across towards Richie Power. Aidan Ryan in the clear, stealing forward against Liam Welch, and a very fine point, simply executed. A second point in the game for Aidan Ryan, straight from the puck out, judged it beautifully, ran into the clear, and did what every player at this level should be able to do. Christy Heffernan, I can tell you, has switched in full forward now, and Eamon Morrissey is the one who's come out onto the 40. Nicky English with another fine catch against Bill Hennessy. Played down. Conor Stakelin was operating at full forward against John Henderson. Neat dispossession. Henderson having to go back and nurse it out over the end line, and in the end he's happy to avail of the puck out. Well, a wily campaigner, John Henderson. Despite the questions that were asked about his current form and state of fitness before this match, he hasn't conceded a point in this game to either man who's been on him. Michael Cleary. Liam Simpson does well to get back. Cleary once again. Followed it up courageously. Shows his turn of pace now. But he's robbed splendidly by Liam Simpson. Up towards Michael Phelan. Showing too much of it to Declan Ryan. And Ryan has put it over the bar. An unerring finish from Declan Ryan. A first point in the game for him. But what a point.
I think that's the difference between teams today, Ger. Tipperary can seem to snap up their chances relatively easy. Where Kilkenny have to work so hard and fight hard to get everything.
What a great steal this was originally. That's Pat Fox whipping it across between Conor Stakelum and Nicky English, and Nicky English has pulled up. It's Conor Stakelum. Well, it was noticeable as that ball was going wide, and as they were running across for it, Conor Stakelum got onto the ball, because Nicky English, having made a run across for it, and he's gone down now. He's pulled up initially, and now he's gone down. And Willie Horgan just noting that Nicky English is about to be replaced, and it's Donnie O'Connell who's coming in. Donnie O'Connell gets the chance to come in, not Joe Hayes. Donnie can of course play in the full forward line, and maybe that has swung it in his favour. So Tip now have lost two of their highly influential full forward line, Cormac Bonner and Nicky English. Declan Carr trying to dispossess John Parr. But to force the Kilkenny man into the error. In the end, he concedes the free. A look of disbelief in his face. What did I do? So they wait inside. And you wonder now whether DJ Carey, from a very long distance out, right on the sideline, will opt to lob this one in. Christy Heffernan might make the catch. John Powers in there, lurking as well. Liam Fennelly and Eamon Morrissey. It's gone in, gone over, and it's a point. From a huge distance out, DJ Carey gets yet another point from a free. Ken Hogan. Michael Phelan making a great catch in the middle of the field. He's had a good game. Up towards Lester Ryan, been marked by Conal Bonner. Runs on to John Lahey, stopped again by Michael Phelan. Defiantly forward. The supply now in towards the inside forward line. Liam Fennelly running onto it. Fennelly there against Michael Ryan, and Ken Hogan has the opportunity to come out, do his goalkeeping and make his clearance over the head of John Lahey. Richie Power waiting for it, knew that Eamon Morrissey was well positioned to get onto the loose ball. Liam Welch again putting it in towards Christy Heffernan. Breaks down, picked up by Fennelly. They need a goal badly. Stopped, runs loose, and in the end it's Colin Bonner right on his own end line. So near and yet so far for Kilkenny.
Well, I was just saying, you generally get one good chance of a goal here. Liam Fennelly doesn't hit the ball that well, and Ken Hogan doesn't gather it cleanly, and DJ Carey just runs on the wrong side of the ball. It goes agonisingly wide of him. It was certainly a great chance of a goal for Kilkenny there.
We've got a sideline ball. A minute and a half on my watch to go, plus any time that the referee may add on for injuries. Bobby Ryan to break it up from the middle of his own half-back line. Tipped by a goal, remember. Declan Carr booting it out. Is he to take possession of the McCarthy Cup shortly? Conor Stakelum. Up it goes to Donnie O'Connell. O'Connell against Liam Welch. Whipped forward by Pat Dwyer. Now Declan Ryan to the other Declan. Declan Carr. Conor Stakelum trying to make inroads there against Bill Hennessy in the dying seconds of a memorable final. Across towards Aidan Ryan. The loose ball picked up, however, by Liam Simpson. Knocked well out into the centre of the field to Lester Ryan. Looked up quickly to see what was on. Spotted that DJ Carey made a round across from left to right against Paul Delaney. Is this to be it for Kilkenny? They need a goal badly. DJ Carey inside to Fennelly. The shot, and it's gone wide. It's gone wide. Agonisingly wide of the right-hand post for Liam Fennelly. So Tip, their hearts must have stopped a few times there. Continue to lead. Conor Stakelum again, looking for another score. Time almost up. Just to put a bit more daylight between the two teams. Stakelum stopped by Liam Welch. Still a few seconds to be added on. Liam Welch robbed. Pat Fox, that may seal it now. Magnificently put over the bar by Pat Fox. His 5th point of the day, and that may be, as they say, the insurance point for Tip. At the other end, we're in injury time. Liam Fennelly raids. Still Fennelly looking for a goal. Stopped by Conal Bonner. Michael Ryan watches it come off his chest, picks it up well. A good relieving clearance. The referee still playing a couple of seconds out towards Michael Cleary. Over there with Michael Phelan. Declan Carr blocked down. A sideline ball, the outcome. What a thrilling finale.
Great score there by Fox, Gerald. He was the one you'd want to get the ball at that stage when it was all happening, and he doesn't miss at such a vital stage. What a tremendous score, and he's rounded off a great afternoon again for himself, I think.
It looks like being Tipperary. Colin Bonner. Remember, they went into this with both sides having won 23 All-Ireland crowns. There was great rivalry, great intensity. It's not over yet. Phelan going forward has been fouled. It'll be a free in to Kilkenny, and surely they will lob this one in around the house. DJ Carey, curiously, has stayed in on the fringe of the small square. Somebody else is going to have to take the free. Adrian Ronan will be the one. They lob it in towards Christie. Swung the stick onto it. Bobby Ryan, and it's Eamon Morrissey going forward. Morrissey trying to kick it in somehow. Any route to goal will do, just to try and get inside. Morrissey, is he barging? Yes, and it's going to be a free out. It's going to be a free out to Tipperary, and Tiperary's goalkeeper Ken Hogan ready to dance a jig of joy. Up on the canal end, the Tipperary flags flying proudly, defiantly. They want to win back the McCarthy Cup against the great traditional power in Kilkenny. They lead by 4 points, and Declan Carr is advancing once more in injury time, making good ground. It drops short. Michael Welch. It's all over, and Tipperary have won the All-Ireland. John Lahey celebrating. Richie Power disappointed. Tip got the vital break. A goal by Michael Cleary midway through the second half. And at the end, it finishes Tip winning by 4 points. Final score, Tipperary 116, Kilkenny 15 points.
Tá áthas mór an corn a bhunus our captain and you, our captain Tipperary Ireland, Declan Carr.
It's the moment that Tipperary have waited for, have planned for, and now have worked for. Declan Carr accepts the Liam McCarthy Cup. It goes back to the Premier County. Tipperary, the premier team in hurling this year.